What's up, man? We live.
We live, even. We back at it.
Woo! That's good.
What's up, Kurt? You know what I mean?
This is going to be a good episode. What's up, Mr. Frankie B?
Hey, your boy Frankie B, man.
Your boy Ime The Barber, a.k.a. Golden Maker, a.k.a. Hurricane E. I got a new moniker now. Hurricane E. Look, all I got to say is, put some respect on my name. Talk to me nice. You see what happens? Just allow greatness to happen. I'm a whole act of God. You don't want these problems. That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm only here for a moment. You know, I'm on tour right now, but I'm about to die off. But appreciate me while you got me. So,
on a serious note, though, you know, prayers out for all the families and everybody down there in Florida.
Y'all shouldn't have said what y'all said.
What they say?
I'm gonna stick it out.
Well, that's dumb on that part, but
yeah, but you know, prayers. You know, I hope the ones that my guy took out. You know, I don't want nobody to pass, but hey, you get caught up in the sauce sometimes. You know. Why are you still laughing?
hey, so Ravens game, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like we gotta stop doing this, man.
We should be undefeated.
We should be 4-0. 4-0 right now.
Has this ever happened? The amount of
the point spread. No, comeback. Never on the point spread. No.
21-17
yeah,
point comeback.
It's crazy.
And no points in the second half.
So is that on the offense or is it on the defense? Because if I'm spotting you 21 points, or if I'm spotting you 17 points.
Here's the thing: it's on both because we should still be able to score.
We should. Well, the Dolphins game. He drove back down the field and we kicked the field goal. That field goal that we kicked to go up should have been the game, just to seal it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should have been. And the defense should have held, and did what they need to do.
But the same message, like the Dolphins scored 4 touchdowns, and I calculated in less than a cumulative of 6 minutes.
I know. It was quick. First play.
4 touchdowns in less than 6 minutes. So,
speaking of that,
it's more.
It's
on both of them.
It's on both.
But it's more on the defense, like you said, because, like you said, you should never let up that type of
Is it because, we do got a young secondary. Mm-hmm. No excuses. Marcus Peters, that was his first game back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Marlon got hurt. That's when Tyreek really started going off. Because Marlon wasn't in the game for none of those touchdowns at all. Yeah. I don't know.
The whole miscommunication, really. Like, ain't no way in the world that big. Yeah. Anytime, I know, the cheetah is the cheetah, but he stopped.
Wide open?
He stopped, waited for the ball, waved at the defender, and then.
Well, when you see, and I'm going to say this too.
He stopped at 7-Eleven, grabbed a glizzy, and then came back and went to the
cheetah is one of those. See, the cheetah is one of those calamari type runners, the bad toddlers. They like you can't catch one of them. You know what I mean?
Go.
It's stupid. So like. You can't stop. Storytime gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a video. You hear me? That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a video.
I can't edit that out. Video. I'm gonna put the link in the. I'm gonna put the link in the box.
Like Tyreek Hill, he one of the ones you can't catch. Once he start running, like he run crazy. Oh, you know what I mean? So speaking, let's go to this game though. This game right here. Come on, man. Get it together. Get it together.
I'm together.
This game right here. We drove down the field. 4 minutes left. Fourth quarter. Scores 20-20. Mm-hmm. 4th and goal. Do you kick the field goal or do you go for the points? Or do you go for the touchdown?
Because my first inclination is, yeah, do what the Ravens do. We got Lamar, go for the touchdown. But then again, hindsight, I was like, at least get some points on the board. So I know it's 4th down, so I'm getting the 3 because then our defense is not defensing. So if they do maintain the stop and Josh Allen keeps on perpetuating and cooking like he was, they're not going to be too pressed to go get a touchdown. So, like, I mean, you know, it's a point in the game when offense is, even on a drive when it's like, all right, well, we can take this in overtime. We got the momentum.
Right.
We'll just get this through. Instead of like, oh, we going for the win.
Well,
so I would have kicked the field goal.
Well, before I say my point of view of it, Harbaugh explained on the reason why he did what he did. He was saying he could have kicked the field goal, but he said he'd rather go for the touchdown. And if they didn't get the touchdown, they got the ball on the 2. And they got to drive all the way down the field and probably just kick a field goal. But it just didn't go as planned like that because Lamar threw the interception. But my whole thing is, I would have went for the points too because, all right, we kick the field goal, right? We kick the ball off. It's going to be a touchback. You get the ball on 25. They got an interception. Touchback. They got the ball on the 20. They still drove down the field. Regardless, they could have scored. They just chose not to score. So either way, if you look at it, they still would have won the game. Because they could have scored. They could have scored. They stopped themselves from scoring and then took a knee. They took a knee and ran the clock out and kicked the field goal on the 1.
They did drive down. Yeah, I can't say. I mean, they did.
They drove down from the 20.
But I don't know. Maybe the defense. Nah, because they still would have had to play. I would say the turn of events, the chronological order could have been different. I don't know.
It could have, but at the same time, like,
in that instance,
it shows on either part because either way they got a touchback because of the interception or because of unless Justin Tucker would have kicked it down to and made them catch it at like the 10.
All right, so let's just say with that they went all the way down, but the defense holds them on that.
They couldn't stop the run
on that goal line.
They couldn't stop the run. Josh Allen was running up. Josh Allen ran them to a victory.
Yeah.
Like, our linebackers, angles that they taking, Owe can't tackle. Like, you got them in the backfield. And then that's phony roughing the passer call.
No, I mean, it could have went up, but they could have. That part.
That roughing the passer.
That part saved them. See, that's what I'm saying. That was on 3rd down.
That was on 4th. Yeah, it was on 3rd.
That was on 3rd down. So, we got a touchdown. They got to kick the field goal. So that's why you go for the points. I forgot about that. I forgot that.
They called roughing the passer.
Yeah.
When it clearly wasn't a roughing the passer at all.
Like you said, it was just a stutter because he didn't want to get a roughing the passer. Because if you touch any part of the quarterback head, so he like paused and then Allen released it and he followed through with the body. And it wasn't even a power drive, but or a real strenuous hit. So yeah, I would have still. That's why you go for the points because of that play right there, which bailed them out, bailed Buffalo out. So they would have had to kick that field goal, 40-something yard field goal.
I got a problem with Brandon Stevens anyway because he gets picked on.
Yeah, he does.
He get picked on a lot.
Yeah.
They tried Brandon Stevens for some reason. I don't know why they called him the Anthony Avery. They start picking on that man. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's the new fallback guy.
But
that's why. Yeah, that is.
Let me jump to another subject. Still football, but I want to go back to Buffalo versus Miami. When Tua stumbled in that game, as a coach, do you take him out?
Yeah.
Or I can't even say as a coach.
You take him out.
Because he not taking up the game.
Less than optimal performance, any disparity, you look at the player's safety. You don't let them choose. No.
But is that on a coach or is that on a coach?
Absolutely.
How is it on a coach? When the NFL provided those doctors that they got to look at him first. The doctors got to clear him to say he got to go back in the game.
I know how you operate, and I've seen it with my eyes.
Yeah, you can stop it, but like the coach said, like if I would have went against the professionals, when would I ever have played tour again? That's what he was saying. Like if I would have went against the people this is their job. Their job is to do this.
Andy Reid said it best. Or Pat Mahomes said, Andy Reid did it to me when I wasn't that game against, what was it? It was the Cleveland game when they was playing the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And he got that hit and was partially concussed. They could have put him in because he passed all the cognitive tests. And Andy Reid said, nah, you saved it for another day, buddy.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Because if you look at the hit with Cincinnati, he didn't get slammed on his head.
No.
He didn't. It was just...
Yeah,
It was bad, though.
NFL already has a bad track record of bad player safety prevention. So this isn't 100% on the coach, but he gets most of the blame because you seen
how he did.
You seen like, oh, that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out.
They try to say it was his back.
You got enough, and then
but
they got enough time.
He didn't grab his back at all. He went here.
Yeah, that's
like he went here and then.
And that's even more of a sign to take him out. And you got a suitable backup in Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah,
so,
well, Teddy Bridgewater's scared to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah. You got a little bit of
I don't know what happened to that. Like he used to, have a cannon, but
you got a little bit of PTSD.
Now he got a concussion. He can't even.
Yeah, oh, right. So they kind of on their last leg. I don't know what they're going to do.
That's crazy, man.
But shout out to your other boys.
4-0. You know how we do.
Last undefeated team in the league.
4-0.
Florida State lost. Woo! Let's go.
We lost to another ranked team. What did you lose to?
Let's go. Oh, I got pumped real quick.
We 3-1 though.
I amped up. I got amped.
What's the year?
2-2.
Huh?
2-2.
My point exactly. You know what I mean? We good. You know what I mean?
We'll see y'all though.
Yeah, November 5th. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got a whole hurricane.
It's all right. They died down. They died down. Yeah.
Hurricane season.
Mm-hmm. Exactly why they 2-2.
It's hurricane season. Talk to me nice, bro. Talk to me,
man. I'm just saying. Come at the Florida State boys. Maryland, we good too. You know what I mean? Maryland doing everything.
Oh man,
Maryland 3-1.
Yeah. Interesting story. I think LeBron's a commissioner or owner of a league.
So what league?
Pickball.
Pickball.
Pickball. That's
what is that?
It's a combination of, I say, playing ping pong on a tennis court with a racket. Like the racket isn't as big as a tennis ball.
Is that what that was?
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. It was invented by 3 dads on Bainbridge Island back in 1965. It's a combination of tennis, ping pong, and badminton. It's played on a badminton-sized court with a net about 2 inches shorter than a tennis net. You play it with a paddle a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle and a little more durable wiffle ball. You can play it.
Yeah, little pickball, baby. Man, the league owner, I ain't looking to it, but I just say, oh, my man Bron just extending his that money,
Billionaire?
Yeah, extending another avenue, another income.
How about the Giants being 3-1?
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. I really don't care about that.
No, but let me ask you this though.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is trash.
No, I ain't even talking about the Giants right now.
Saquon though.
Oh yeah, he's doing this thing.
Saquon is
he
on
said,
one.
I'm back.
Saquon, there you go. That's the only thing I care about.
He said I'm back.
Because when I seen him on the Pivot podcast, he said, everybody counted me out. I'm coming back. If you was rocking with me, I'll give you some acknowledgement. If you weren't, you're not getting no interviews. You just watch my work and you report on that.
He said I'm back. But here goes something
I'm going
for you.
back to basketball.
No. Here goes something for you.
I got one more.
America's team.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys. Right? Cooper Rush is on a win streak right now. Dak is coming back. Do you take out the hot hand and put Dak in? Or you keep rolling with the hot hand?
Man, what you think?
I'm leaving the hot hand in.
Of course you do. Of course you do. What you mean?
What you talking about?
47 million, you just, whatever you make it 40 something.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Better not mess up that chemistry. You better let Dak rest. You got a broken hand, don't rush that man back anytime sooner than you need, because then, your Cowboys, y'all know how y'all do.
Cooper Rush is showing up for y'all. Like
right now, he gelling with CD, which
Dak wasn't.
Yeah, you let Dak sit. Sorry, you just overpaid. Just
we
like
got
that.
a situation like that on our team with Ronnie Stanley.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Falele is, you better not let that young boy take your spot. Because
yeah, of course you let Dak sit. I ain't putting Dak in right now.
All right, people. So, me and my man, we forgot to hit on a story we was trying to really pass by, but it's gaining more ground. Know how we hate double standards. Ime Udoka, Celtics coach, is really getting hassled about really taking basically all the blunt of the blame for his infidelity and cheating on Frankie B's childhood crush, everybody's.
That's near long, bro. That's near long, man.
So yeah, Brad. So before I give my input, what's your whole? Oh yeah, the main the main person giving him all the slack is Malika Andrews of ESPN. She been coming after my man Nat. So what's your whole input, bro?
Well, for one, we talked before. I was kind of skeptical about touching on this situation.
Yeah, because it was a cover-up story.
Yeah, because we ain't really know, the full story behind it, what was going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, but for
look, we really still don't. Because do you even know the female?
You're absolutely right.
You don't even know her name.
Right. We don't, and we don't know how many people it was. Because apparently it's more than one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hearing as well. But so, plus it was consensual. You know what I mean? By this being consensual, you can't say it was forced or out of, it was done out of, the I'm gonna hold your job against you if you don't do this, or you know what I mean? Like how some of the stories come out.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for Malika to try to just put it on one side, no, you gotta blame it on all parties that's involved in the whole situation.
Absolutely, because Stephen A. hit on it best. Like, why is all the consequences on Ime? The man lost his job for a year, maybe permanently,
indefinitely, maybe.
Further investigation pending, and like I said, his partner, who's also guilty of committing the same indiscretion inside the franchise. She's, as a matter of fact, we don't know her name. She still got her job. She's, everything is anonymous with her. Has a full anonymity, and
Yeah,
Udoka, oh man, he cheated on, like you said,
it's
cheated
near
on
wrong.
a legend,
You know.
thirst
But
trap legend.
do you think this is getting more attention? Him is getting more attention than something more like, for example, the Suns owner. You get what I'm saying? It should be more light on that situation than what it is on this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I said, this is just unfortunately a perpetual storyline. You know, people getting cheated on. There's nothing new that we haven't
Yeah,
heard about
of course,
celebrities cheating on each other and stuff. So
of course.
yeah, it's just
And
a whole.
not only that, I mean, I just think with everything in sports that's going down with these different owners and different things that they got going on,
Yeah,
especially like in the NFL, for example, what's going down there in with the Washington football team. We don't know, you know what I mean, how deep that goes. You
that,
know, then you got Gruden just got a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of stuff that's bigger than consensual.
yeah, and
You know
that's
what I mean?
and that's the key word, like you said, is it was consensual. There was no foul play, no foul play that we know of. But it's just, Ime Udoka, because he was the head coach, you get all the consequences and accountability. And Malika
Right.
Andrews, I haven't noticed it, but like, you know, since the whole Stephen A clip and our boy Big Perk, like she keeps on kind of like bypassing that whole accountability on the female part. You know,
Mhm.
she keeps
Well,
on
she did say in the Stephen A clip, if I wasn't mistaken, about she didn't know all what was going on.
right,
She spoke out of turn. Like we wasn't trying to do, like, because we don't know the full ramp up of everything.
right,
We're not trying to speak out of turn on what's going on. Like, you know, why you do this, why you do that, why you do this, why we just talking about this. We don't know the full story.
right. But she kept going harking on, you know, Ime Udoka, he should have, you know, known better and all this, you know, it was everything, all the consequences that happened with his job being in jeopardy is valid because he knew what he signed on with the franchise and, you know, just wholly dismiss what
What she did, what the
yeah,
rest of people did.
absolutely. Yeah, so like, you know, really didn't want to hark on it, but it's just the double
It's a
standard.
topic that we were gonna have to touch on regardless. And of course, we'll have more as we get more information on it. You know what I mean? We'll definitely touch back on this situation
Yeah,
because it's something that probably we really need to talk about.
yeah,
You know, all parties going to get in trouble? You know what I mean? Or is it just the head coach? And like Stephen A. says, either you fire the man or you just
right.
give him a for sure answer on what his future is.
Is he still getting his pay? All that, you know,
Yeah.
or is this? Yeah.
So
So,
one time I'm agreeing with Stephen A. But
hey, yeah.
so
Well, but I heard something interesting because you pointed on the hit on the Suns situation. Guess who put his bid in? Supposedly, you know, this isn't this isn't 100% fact, but they said Braun putting his bid in to buy the Suns.
well, I figured he probably could. I mean, Jordan played for the team that he was owning.
Yeah. So,
But not saying that he's going to go to Phoenix, but you know what I mean?
right.
If I feel as though on that situation, we have enough African American rich people that's rich enough that we can be majority owners of these teams if they even put money together, business partners, and, because they making money off mainly the African American culture.
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. We're always
To see
exploited.
somebody to see somebody capitalize off it. Not saying not bringing race in it, but I'm just bringing with the facts. You know what I mean? It's the
I'm about to
facts.
say it's the main fact. We're always exploited for our talents and always getting utilized to get somebody else richer. So it is what it is. But yeah, we just had to touch on that. Now back to our regularly scheduled podcast.
What you got basketball wise though?
My boys
Lost to the 30
Australian basketball.
What is it? 36ers.
The 36ers. The what is the Adelaide 36ers from Australia, Mike.
The 36ers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that type of season.
Straight loss in the Outback, man.
It's gonna be that type of season.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is it time to? Is it time for
rebuild?
Yeah, I'm saying like, what's going on with the owner?
It's a rebuild.
But y'all still got the same players. I didn't know y'all got Damian Lee too. I would have stayed with stuff. I would have stayed. Look, I'll take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Look, you don't got no pay me.
Yeah. I would have did the same thing if I was GP second.
No, he good.
No, he's not.
He good. You know, he can come on over. Yeah.
For what?
You know, we gonna be all right.
For what?
Portland gonna be all right. You hear me? Dame back. Dame time. You know, we good. My heart's good.
Playoffs?
Huh?
Oh, all right. Anyway, my man's coming off.
Yeah, the Hawks made the playoffs.
I know they did.
Talking about.
Some of them Blazers. Get them out of there.
Hey, they ain't make at least they ain't flame out though.
But yeah, my boys look terrible. Man, we lost to an Australian basketball
36ers.
by 10.
Bro, y'all lost to a same 40 less than with the regular team at 76ers? Not like you lost to the 36ers, they the 76ers. You lost to the 36ers. So just imagine how bad you gotta be to lose to the D team.
Anyway. That's what I wonder. What is a 36? I didn't even look.
The 36ers, not the D League got the 69ers or something like that.
It don't even matter.
But you lost to the 36ers. The 36ers. That's crazy.
They just probably reciprocated the numbers 67ers. I don't know. 30, 60, 76, 67ers.
36ers. That's crazy. Oh man. But you know,
Man.
story time with E.
Man.
What happened at work today, bro?
My boy went viral.
The boy went viral.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Well, shout out to, I guess, my God, my God, bro.
You gonna put his name out there?
He on the shade room.
But they don't know his name.
Yes, they do.
They know his title, his tag.
They know his name.
They don't know his name, yo.
Well, if not,
They don't know his name, yo. You gonna put that name out there, yo?
I'll redact it. I'll redact it. Oh man, my guy went viral on his in 2 posts on TikTok.
First 2 posts.
Woo! My man is hot right now. But now here's a real story time. So all right, so you know how, stop looking at the video. You done seen enough of it. Goodness. All right, so you know how
Keep my wife's name. Alright, go ahead. Yes, nigga, man.
oh man.
bro. I'm listening. I'm listening.
It's for Mike.
I'm listening, yo. Go ahead,
Man,
yo.
you gay? A little bit.
Yo. Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone, yo.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
Happy birthday to the October and late September, baby. My girl Riri. I'm giving you a shout out. My girl Riri. It was my little sis' birthday and all that. But the real story time is, like, you know, when they say kids say the most unexpected things. So this is a story time when a kid asked his teacher if he was mentally challenged because his mom slept with one of his family members.
Oh no!
Huh?
Yeah. So
The mother slept with one of them.
So you know how they say incest creates mental problems, which we see, you know, no offense, West Virginia. So, you know, when people sleep with kin, you get a whole bunch of...
Who said that was in West Virginia?
It's a whole stereotype, you know?
Yeah, West Virginia?
Yeah, about family members
I ain't
sleeping.
never know nothing about that.
About cousins and
I
all
was in
that.
West Virginia. I ain't know nothing about that.
Yes! The backwood cousins, oh yeah, and prominent families that's got money
That's
in
crazy.
West Virginia keep that bloodline going. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a well-known thing.
And some Queen Diana stuff.
Yeah. Queen Liz.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Queen Lizzie stuff. Yeah, cousins, second cousins.
That's great.
You know, nephew, niece. Yeah, son, niece. Yeah,
Uncle Daddy.
Yeah. A lot of them. My niece. Teacher of mine that I know, he's like, so he got hit with this first period, first thing in the morning. He's like, so he teaches a class where like the class has functioning kids that might have a slight mental disability,
Right.
but they can function normally, but they might have a little lapse or be a little behind, but you can put them in regular classrooms. So they're reading a book that has something that's tied in or that's infused with a mention of incest.
Incest.
Yeah.
Ancestors.com.
Yeah, it's incorporated and has references to incest. And so one of the slow kids, he's got two mentally, I didn't mean to say slow, but you know, you got politically correct. So he's got two kids that, you know, function on a normal basis that's, you know, a little bit slower. And he's like, so they're reading the book, and then after he explains what incest is to the class, because sad to say, you know, Baltimore schools ain't the best.
Yeah, it's not.
So he's explaining it to him, the class, like, oh, so you mean to tell me family members sleeping with? He's like, yes, that's what incest means. So one of the mentally slower kids, he was just like, hold up, so let's call him Mr. Cooper. Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
My man, Mr. Cooper.
Like, so Mr. Cooper, so does mental challenges or babies that come out not regular, is that always because of incest? He's like, not always. He's like, all right. So you mean to tell me that I might be slow because my mom slept with one of my family members?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
What? That's what he said. He said, I just dropped my head and like for a couple minutes I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? Yeah. What do I say? So here's the funniest part. So he's like, he dropped his head. And when he looks up and he looks at the other kid that's got a slower mental problem, this was his face. So the rest of the class is doing what you're doing. They just giggling and trying to laugh out loud. The other slow kid looking at him.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Is it true? 'Cause I need to know.
Right.
I need to know.
He's like, he got his tongue and looking at the other slow kid. So he's like, I got two challenges.
What to say?
He's like, I had to get it together. He's like,
So sitting there, bell ring.
he's like, so
Ring bell.
he's like, it doesn't actually mean, it's not a definite that your mom slept with somebody in your family.
Oh, he gonna go grill her.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
So we was learning in class today, right?
With incest was.
The reason I'm kind of, did you?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you kind of close with Uncle Ty.
Yeah. So that was hilarious. I was like, first period straight out the gate. Yeah, so let incest die. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But what's the moral of that story? Kids just say the craziest thing. They catch you unexpected.
You gotta be more careful.
And this is high school too.
Oh yeah, they do better.
This is high school. This is ninth graders, I think he said.
Man, that's crazy. They still babies.
Yeah. But it's just, man, you gotta watch what you say. Yeah, always be on your toes with especially in the school system now. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that about do it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, comment down below.
You see it.
You know how we do. You know, we cut. Still got the merchandise.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched the previous episode, it's a really dope time with my man, Mr. Carter James, Grammy Award winner.
Yes, sir.
Star drummer to Teddy Pendergrass and Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes.
The Blue Notes.
Yeah.
You know, so go check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My man plays the cowbell. So
Yeah.
He was a sixth member of the Shy Lights, if y'all don't know.
You know? the hilltop. The high top. The high top. You know, when the funk hits the face.
Oh man, so shout out to OBT Social.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't I meant to bring the other side, put it behind us. OBT Social.
Yep.
Not only did he got the social media app, but it's a Instagram app, got a SoundCloud app called Sounder.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Make a move.
OBT Social.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Definitely go download it on your iTunes store or Google Play. And that'll wrap it up. Enjoy this Monday night, whoever's playing.
49ers and Rams.
And there it is.
No, Rams and 49ers playing right now.
And Ravens get it.
Come on, man.
Come on, we better.
Hey, but I mean, on a good note, we all tied for first place.
I don't know how to do that.
The Browns is actually in first place with 2-2.
Still is
Bengals
last.
2-2. We 2-2, and the Steelers 1-3.
Alright.
But
So, Cutting Up Crew, thanks for watching.
it's your boy Frankie B.
Eman The Barber, GOAT in the Making, Hurricane E, about to be off tour. Cutting Up.
We out, man.
We out.
Go ahead. Since it's time to wrap it up and roll, I'm gonna say, man, look, life is very interesting. A lot of time, you think we're supposed to come out of this thing with what we call perfection, but it's a story that comes in mind about a young kid that asks his father, how do you make the jagged edges straight and the rough edges smooth, like all your rights, make all your rights, all your wrong rights, all your wrongs in life right. And the father said, very good question. You take a pillowcase full of feathers to the top of the mountain. Son listening. He said, then you let all the feathers out and let them go to the bottom of the hill. Now, and then go try to put all the feathers back in the villages. And the son said, you ain't gonna get them all. And his father said, that's my very point. You will not get them all, but you'll get enough for a good night's sleep. And that's what the whole life and all my travels and everything is about. I made it to get every single thing that I wanted or make all of my wrongs right. You know what I mean? But I done enough and I have enough for a good night's sleep. And that's my story.